From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN Noon News.
Good afternoon and welcome to your MTN Noon News for this Wednesday. I'm Hannah Pedeferri. We begin with an update on a story we've been following closely for months in the mountains near Red Lodge. After more than 3 months of extensive searching, crews say they found the body of a missing hiker in East Rosebud Creek. Crews are now also releasing his name. The Carbon County Sheriff says Red Lodge Fire Rescue recovered the body of 23-year-old Tim Sanford of Minnetonka, Minnesota. Crews say Sanford went missing on June 8th after being swept into East Rosebud Creek near the outlet of Rimrock Lake while hiking the beaten path, a popular trail between Cook City and East Rosebud Lake. His body was found around 1,500 feet downstream from the outlet, with search teams using an aerial drone while the U.S. Water Rescue Dive Team searched the water. Since then, teams from many agencies have conducted repeated search operations in the area, with fast-moving water, waterfalls, large boulders, and other elements making recovery efforts dangerous. Crews say lower water levels in late summer finally improved access and visibility. A fire, a missing person, surveillance video, and human remains, all part of an investigation in Anaconda. MTN's Megan Thompson visited the site of the fire, now believed to be arson, and explains how it took nearly a week for investigators to put it all together.
The skeletal remains of heavy equipment, campers, and boats are all that are left at a storage unit located outside of Anaconda after a massive fire broke out about a week ago. Now officials are reporting that human remains have been found at the scene. Officials found the unidentified human remains within debris after a roof was removed from the collapsed structure. On the afternoon of September 17th, Anaconda Fire and other officials responded to a structure fire located in the rear of Pinnacle Peak Storage, located on Montana Highway 1, west of town. Calls to officials with Anaconda Police and Fire were not returned. However, a press release does say that this investigation is ongoing. In Anaconda, Megan Thompson, MTN News.
Let's take a little trip around the state. Start over in western Montana. You see the M up on the hill there as we take a look out towards Missoula, where the temperatures started off on the cool side again today. So you've been a little bit slower to warm up. You're at 62 degrees. Travel all the way over to the other side of the state. And here's a live look over towards Miles City, where by contrast, we're already sitting at 80 degrees, but we picked up a south wind at 15 miles per hour. And across the state, we're seeing plenty of sun and just a little bit of haze in a few places, including live shot from Billings sitting right in the middle at 74 degrees, but also picking up that southwest wind. Forecast details coming up.
In continuing coverage this afternoon, a sentencing in a case that sparked a new state law. Former group home worker Dante Garriott will spend the next 35 years behind bars after beating a resident to death. That ruling delivered in front of an emotional courtroom that saw both families still coming to grips with the tragedy. Our David J. was on hand as a more than year-long case came to a conclusion.
Showed us his sides and his back, and he had significant bruising up and down both sides of his body.
Detective Robert Miller testifies during a sentencing hearing about the case in which Dante Garriott pleaded guilty to mitigated homicide for punching and kicking Alan Wright at a group home in the Heights. Court documents say Alan Wright was 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighed 108 pounds, and he had the cognitive function of a 2 or 3-year-old. Judge Colette Davies sentenced Garriott to 35 years in the Montana State Prison with 10 suspended.
She made a sentence that will protect the public and punish Mr. Garriott for the crime he committed, but also gives him a chance to rebuild his life at a later date.
Joe Gorman, Garriott's attorney, says the sentencing was fair. The prosecution also said it was fair.
One of the messages delivered today by the victims who gave statements was that we should prioritize kindness and caring for each other and making sure we're looking out for the vulnerable in our community.
The judge called this a merciless attack, said there's no restitution possible for the victim, and said that also that Mr. Garriott had shown some remorse, and in the end had a big impact and affected 2 families.
It was a horrible thing. Nothing can bring my son back. And I do believe he's remorseful.
Catherine Evans, Ellen Wright's mother, was one of several who spoke at the hearing.
Dante, may God place people beside you who will walk with you through the remainder of your earthly time. May you choose life and choose to seek the forgiveness of your sins and follow Jesus.
Ellen Wright's family's friend Linda Howe spoke directly to Dante Garriott.
She said, he needs to hear this.
Before the judge announced the sentencing, Garriott met with his family.
As his mother, I am heartbroken by the situation. But I have also seen him take responsibility.
I am prepared to face whatever charges I am sentenced. Thank you, Your Honor.
The case has inspired Ellen's law passed in the last session that puts a sentencing enhancement on convictions for crimes by caregiving facility workers against a vulnerable person.
What do you want us to remember about Ellen?
He had his moments, but he was a very, very kind soul.
In Billings, David J., MTN News.
Today, a first-hand look at the dangers facing Billings school crossing guards working some of the city's busiest roads. But this time, Andrea Lutz takes you to a newly improved school crosswalk on Rimrock, where one guard says even with new signals and traffic tools, drivers still speed through and ignore the signs while children wait to cross.
It doesn't take long.
Slow down, people.
To see what Linda Walton sees every day.
Some old man almost plowed into one of those barriers.
On the job at Rimrock and Arvin.
Driving right at it, not paying attention.
Near misses.
You need to look around.
Speeding.
You need to slow down and you need to look. All righty.
And blatant disregard.
Drink some water when you get home, it's kind of hot.
All for what she calls our future.
I mean, look how fast this Knife River guy is going.
After getting kids across the street safely for years, Linda says she's about ready to hang up her stop sign.
Talking on the phone.
If something doesn't change.
Hey guys, I'm concerned this year because people are rude. They won't stop. They scream at me.
The city recently revamped 3 school zones as a part of the Safe Routes to School program. Lewis near 13th, State Avenue in Jackson, and here on Rimrock and Arvin.
Got to make sure that they're stopping.
I think the speed limit on Rimrock is supposed to be 35, but I'm pretty sure that some of those are going 45 or more.
Neighbor Wanda Thompson has a front row view, sometimes questions if it's even safe for her to cross.
There were a couple of times when, you know, it would be flashing and I would wait for traffic to stop and somebody would still run through it.
Crews installed these markers, which drivers still run over, reduced the speed limit and added lights for higher visibility.
Get home, you look hot. Were you in PE?
But Linda isn't convinced it's enough.
Smile, you're on camera.
So she's strapped on a GoPro to see for herself. Take a look at what she's recorded. This truck barely stopping in time. And take a look at that SUV speeding right through while her stop sign is up. And that Jeep didn't even notice the yellow flashing crosswalk lights already engaged.
Wait a second.
All of it making her job even more important.
Okay, wait till I get in the middle, sweetie.
So Rimrock neighbors have a plea for Rimrock drivers.
People need to understand that state law says every intersection is a legal crosswalk. So if somebody's standing at the corner, please stop for them.
Thank you, Linda.
Bye, have a good day.
Before a simple walk to school becomes tragic.
What's it going to take? Somebody killing somebody? To slow it down.
In Billings, Andrea Lutz, MTN News.
A new Amazon delivery center is now in Butte, expanding delivery services in Montana. MTN's John Amy got a tour of the new facility and what benefits it promises to bring to the area.
The ribbon's been cut on this new $11 million Amazon Butte delivery station, which promises to bring more jobs and faster delivery time to this region.
Having that last mile delivery station here in Butte, allowing our customers in the Butte and the surrounding areas to be able to enjoy the prime benefits and be able to get those delivery dates much quicker than we've had it previously.
U.S. Senator Tim Sheehy and Representative Ryan Zinke were on hand for the ceremony held in the 12,000 square foot warehouse. The delivery station will employ about 50 warehouse workers and up to 50 flex delivery drivers. Amazon representative and Butte native Sarah Rhodes said Butte is an ideal location for this delivery center.
Butte is a great location because you have both Interstate 90 and Interstate 15 that intersect. So it's really a port of commerce, a port of transportation for transportation in general.
The facility will also give small and medium-sized businesses easier access to sell their products globally.
But the best thing it does is gives our local vendors access to the international and national markets.
Russell said it also gave him a chance to return to Butte.
I love this facility. Yeah, if you were to ask me, looking at some of the other facilities and the views that we have with the foothills behind us here, it's absolutely amazing.
In Sarah Rhodes' time since leaving Butte, she became a Navy fighter pilot and now works at Amazon's Seattle facility. She credits her success with her Butte upbringing.
When people ask me where I'm from, with a sense of humble pride and without hesitation, I say that I'm from Butte, Montana.
In Butte, John Amy, MTN News.